Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Here in blog post we want to share with you, of course, with you the latest in social media and technology. We have all the major phone companies sending us phones to review, so be sure to subscribe to our video, give us a like, and tune in to the Chris Voss Show for future episodes of these reviews that we do and comparison videos. So, we're reviewing the AT&T.com, the Samsung Galaxy S4 versus the Samsung Galaxy S3. Now these phones are of course very different. You can see here one has got a Qualcomm 1.9 gigahertz chip in it, another has a Qualcomm 1.5 gigahertz chip in it, a little less on the memory on the S3 side there, and a little bit different on the Android operating system, not too far off. So we're going to compare these two on the Geekbench 2 score, thanks to AT&T for loaning us the phones, and so that we can run these benchmarks. So what we're going to be doing is using Geekbench 2, which is kind of authority on benchmarking. We'll run this twice, and then we'll do an ANTU2 score, and you can see which one might work best for you. Now, given one has a faster processor, so obviously the S4 likely is going to win here on the speed tests and everything else. But for the most part, this is a show, if you're considering what phone to upgrade or change to or exchange to, you can take and easily do. And so you'll be able to see which one works for you and which one might not work for you in terms of your upgrade or maybe a phone, comparing where you are now to where you want to go. So, several different ways you can work that. So, as you can see here, the Samsung Galaxy S4 is coming in at 3224 against the Samsung S3 1372. So definitely an incredible jump in speed, especially when you look at the integer scores, the floating point scores, the memory scores, the stream scores, etc., etc. A huge difference in these two devices. So just for fun and for sake of measurement, let's go ahead and run these tests one more time, and then we'll move to the ANTU2 part and see how they go there. Now, be sure to like the video and subscribe to us on YouTube so you can see these further videos we do. We're pretty much reviewing 14 to 15 of the latest phones that have come out in the last 2 years. And you'll be able to see the individual benchmarks that we've done and measurements. And of course, we go much deeper in some of our comparison videos where we compare photos and everything else, the camera, all that sort of good stuff. So, it looks like the Samsung S4 is going to come in at 3162 once again, and the Samsung S3 is going to come in at a benchmark score of 1362. Now, that's still a pretty good score in terms of phones that were issued a year ago. To give you an idea, the Android phone, the Apple iPhone 5 comes in at a score of about 1600. So that's really not a bad score for where phones have come in the last year, and considering this is pretty much a year or older phone, that's pretty nominal and not really that bad of a deal. So we're going to go to the ANTU2 benchmark scores so you can see how both these phones performed in the ANTU2 benchmark. We're using version 3.3 here. Now you can see here that the S4 scored 24,337, which is a really good score. The score on the S3 was 10,985. So you can see there's a real broad difference, of course, and there's a gigahertz difference between these two devices. So that makes all the difference in the world in being faster. But this gives you an idea as to how the two compare. So be sure to give us a like and subscribe in the video. Thanks to AT&T for loaning us the phones. Be sure to go check out on their website. You can still get the AT&T Samsung Galaxy S4 and the AT&T Samsung Galaxy S3 on their website. They both are still selling very popularly. And be sure to check in often to the Chris Voss Show and see what we're up to. Thanks.